Yeah, first of all, you have to understand the product you're testing. If you're an IT person, if you graduate IT and you want to work in this, you lose a bit. For me, what is really, really important to have is automated tests. All we can also innovate. So I'm Oana. I'm a tester. So actually senior tester, but for me this it's not that important. My responsibilities by VirtaMed. So I'm responsible for Laparos, for testing of the Laparos family, because we have gynecology, we have general surgery, and we have essential skills and many more modules to come. Yeah. Other than this, I am responsible also for some SIM online products. So that's another team who is creating simulation for our customers. We have also from medtech, of course, but it's only, you don't need the hardware. It's on iPad or laptop. And I'm also responsible for gynecology. We have a separate team for gynecology. And for this one, we have, for example, embryo transfer, that module for embryo transfer. A lot of, we have software for intrauterine devices, different types of devices, and ultrasound as well. As a software developer, I had I did a good job, but it was not like fully 100% software development, because also as I started on that legacy project, it was more bug fixing. It was COBOL. I mean, I touched code written before I was born. So, and then I also had to test it and to create documentation and yes. And I mean, I found it interesting. Also, the testing part of it, and I said I give it a try then on testing and switching here in Switzerland. I was working 4 years in support, and that was also it implied testing, because I got from the client data. I had to install everything on my machine or different machines. I was trying to reproduce the problem, find a workaround, and send the answer to the client. This was, yeah. And now, and after that, I become team lead for 3 years, and I had my team. I had to organize them. I had to teach them. So, and I find it good, yeah. And now I want to develop also in this automation, in this area. Yes, what can I say? We have in US, in China, we have offices, or here in Switzerland, headquartered. I mean, they are known. Yeah, what I like is that they're really, really nice people, really friendly. Yeah, it's all corporate culture. I'm not even sure, because I was working so much in this environment in Switzerland where I live. I don't know how many. It's rare that you find a Swiss, no? So it's like, yeah. But they are really good professionalists, and they are trying to improve our product. They are trying to find, of course, new clients. Yes, they are trying to see what the competition has and to improve. This is something that we aim to be to offer better products for so that the student can better train and become better and doing their job. It's you start the simulator. It's a computer game basically. You start the machine, and then you start the case. It's quite easy to follow. It's not complicated. You start the program, and then you pick up a case, and then you are basically for decided one you are instructed to do Yes, of course, you have to know how to speak the instruments, how to insert the instruments, and how to operate with both hands. In the beginning, it's quite. And what is really important is there are some nice tutorials in YouTube from doctors who explain how to hold the laparoscope. Because a normal person will just turn it and turn it, and then you lose the horizon. You don't know where you are anymore in the. The first thing that you have to do when you begin with this with laparos, because we have other simulators, is to know how to handle the camera. Yeah, and then the other instruments they are not complicated. Yeah, but the camera is the most tricky one. You push it too hard, you enter into the organ, and it's not good. And this is. But other than this, they are quite. Yes, we all know this. Maybe we did this laparoscopic intervention, so we know what that means. But I think this is the good part, because it's easy to understand. It's easy to learn using the lab computers. Yeah, as a tester, in my case, I found it being in 3 teams and having a lot of work. But this is also a plus and a minus together. So yeah, but as maybe you lose, because I was quite technical before. I could set up virtual machines. This kind of I knew the insides of the software for the previous company. I had to go into the configs and restart. And here I don't do that anymore. So this is I'm testing, manually testing, until this week. Yeah, because this automation, I think is 20%. But you lose a bit of the technical vibe. If you are an IT person, if you graduate IT and you want to work in this, you lose a bit. Yes, contact with the real world. So what's happening, because we had an issue, we had to Google it, or you are more active working in other types of projects than in this one. Listen, all we can also innovate. I can also, if I have an idea, they're really happy to hear it. And all of us are responsible for bringing ideas, of course, into practice, and to give value to our work. And I wake up at 5:30. I do my gymnastic 20 minutes. Then I take a shower, and then at 6 or 6, I'm starting my laptop at home, and I write in in our chat. Good morning, all. Then I check my emails. Then I check the QC for Laparos or the other QCs for other projects, and I set up the day. For example, I check, of course, I answer if Anna has questions or you have questions. I answer them. I check the QC, and I assign to Anna some tickets that she can test. And then, I drive afterwards my son in the crash, and then I drive to the office. And then I'm starting the simulator when I'm working for Laparos. I'm installing the latest build, and I open my QC, and I start working on that. It's like this. Yeah, I work 80% actually. And Fridays I'm always off, but of course for you I'm available. And if I can answer your questions, I answer. It's not a problem. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with a small child. I'm at home, right? So I can answer. And I'm doing sports. Yes, even when I'm working in the office, after work I go to the gym, 1 hour something, and I come back home. Yeah, it's like this. And when I'm working from home, I run around the lake. For me, this is important to keep my mental state so because I find that I'm really quite an optimistic person, and of course sometimes I had really stress with gynecology 1.1. It was a lot of work, and 2 weeks I was like, yeah, I had to push a bit. But after that, I just took the day after easier, and then I went for a run. This kind of stuff. Yeah, first of all, you have to understand the product you're testing. This is really important. And after this, you have to have good test cases, especially for regression. And I'm really happy that we managed to do this for Laparos. And of course, the team is important because, it's sometimes you have questions and you're not able to answer them, but you find somebody in the team can answer. So, this is a strategy. Invest time in knowing the product, and invest time in writing test cases, and invest time in maintaining the test case. I think that is something you also learn, because I was also working alone, more or less, but until I reached this support team in Switzerland, then I have to communicate with people. And the people were developers. It's most of them developers, and so sometimes they are difficult. And I had to find the right moment, Yes, because some of them were all the time in a good mood. Some of them were grumpy all the time. And if you find your way to that person, I'm not saying to like it, but just to understand him. That's the most important. Try to understand the person, the man or the woman, not the position, not the tester or the development. Try to understand that person to have a good, because it's like you are like not family, but still so close. At the time I was working 100%, working there, and you see, I didn't see my daughter so often as I saw my colleagues. So if you first, a friendship, you have to establish a friendship, and so there is also with all the persons a limit, but in development also, most of them are so good. When they're stressed, they are a bit explode. They can explode, but yes, you understand the person, and then it's good. Yeah, and be polite, and be I don't know. I cannot be arrogant with people. Or even the cleaning lady, I cannot go and say you're cleaning, because I had really great conversations with the cleaning lady. So it's you have to see this. Don't be arrogant. Don't be, because we are all people. We do the best, right? You mean from West Europe? Maybe yes. Women from East Europe. I had so many colleagues, and still, a niece of mine is a developer now, and because for us, I think it was this competition between men and boys and girls in the school as well. We were good in math and physics. Yeah, so that's why we follow this path. Here, I don't know why. There are only a few ladies that are doing this. This is true for West of Europe, but for East, no way. We're East. We were eating that with math. For me, what is really, really important to have is automated tests. This is for me. I don't think that, there are these trends with building passwords and then coding, but in our company, it's not going to happen. Yes, so this is for me really crucial that we have tests, that we can automate as many as we can, so that once per week. We can run that with the nightly, and we see which if something is broken or not. Yeah, because our colleagues are great, really, are so good, but they messed up things sometimes. And I cannot even yell because I know that maybe they recognize I did it. We did it, and now we have to do some 100 cases again. And yes, yeah, but they are so innocent. You see them. Okay, okay. Yeah, but this is maybe they also maybe are new to this. They for sure they now we have with experience. But we had Kenny, we had Ryan, unexperienced. So they first took, yes, and of course they do mistakes and not, but also they repair. There's not a problem, but still with tests we can find bugs earlier, so we don't have these bad surprises. That's something. Yeah. So this is the trend. I say now I want to invest my time in to create this. Yeah, I think it's you never get bored. I mean, like if you're stupid, you get bored anyway. But but I think it's a way to remain young. This our domain. It's always it's changing, right? It's always something new coming. It's yeah, and it's the people are also nice. I think most of them. Yeah, you can always improve yourself. You can also now, for example, working from home is also quite attractive, right? Yeah, it's I think it's a good domain. Of course, if you are a banker, yeah. But I'm saying people, yeah, it keeps you young. It keeps you fresh in in your mind, in your head. It gives you things to think about. I'm not person who is doing this, for example, this blah 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 for literature, and that's something I cannot do. But solving a problem, a task, or creating test cases or something, it's something that. And I'm not saying about this cases we have. There are also a lot more complicated test cases, like more mathematical test cases. So in this way, yeah. It is nice to know also scripting languages are cool to learn this Python, and I don't know, there are so many now, and yeah. I think I have it. It's mens sana in corpore sano. That means a healthy mind in healthy body. So this is something that guides somehow my life. And yes,